Hey, what's up, guys? What the hell is that? Is that a llama? What the hell? What the? Look at this guy. Look at that cadence. Oh my, what's going on here? Where the heck come from? What's up, guys? Coach Austin here.
And his retrospective consciousness.
Time for another episode. This is episode like number 90. I make these episodes because I want people to understand the importance of giving things in athletics.
Yeah, and I think you just want to save time by referring people to this video.
Today's episode is going to be based on cadence. What is it? Why is it important? Cadence is revolutions per minute. How many times your feet touch the ground in a given duration. So let's take RPMs, revolutions per minute. Whenever you're running, every time your foot hits the ground, that's going to count as one step or one cadence. The equilibrium has proven to be about 180 steps per minute.
But coach, you might want to clarify that that's actually the minimum that elite amateurs and elite professionals actually need in order to excel in the sport. Yes, there have been professionals with less overall average cadences in given endurance events, but those cases are very rare.
What that's going to do is it's going to increase running efficiency and decrease the likelihood of injury or overuse injury.
So if you do have lower cadence and you're trying to hold the same speed, you need to produce much more force, which ends up getting dispersed through your body.
People want to get faster. People have goals. They want to do a 5K, 10K, half, full. They want to do an Ironman, but they can't get through the training because they get injured or they're pounding their head against the wall because they just can't improve their run. It's where they fall off. Hey, look, there's Vika. So we can actually count that cadence and see if that's within the equilibrium of what studies prove to be the most efficient cadence for endurance runners. For most men, it's going to be anywhere from 178 to about 184 approximately.
Coach, you do got to mention that's real data that we've seen over the years analyzing data metrics.
For women, since the lack of testosterone,
Yeah, we got to be careful making statements like that. It's not only because of testosterone, but heart size, hormones, body fat percentage, bone density, and hip geometry. So go on.
it's actually better for them to have even higher cadence because that makes them more efficient because they can't override it with the testosterone.
And those other things that you were thinking but you didn't mention.
If you have a watch, which most of you should have watches, if you don't have a watch, you're probably not that serious about training.
There you go, pissing people off who train without watches. But you do have a point.
If you want to get more serious, get a watch. Our watches have something called an accelerometer inside the watch.
Not to mention heart rate, GPS, gyroscopes, and thermostat. That could tell you a lot about yourself.
It's because cadence is the #1 thing you want to do to increase your running efficiency.
Some might say it's stride length and force, but who wants to get injured to find out?
It's going to decrease impact and it's going to help you run faster. After being at Balboa Stadium, we got kicked off there because it's due to the powder puff bowl. Powder puff game.
Yes, you nincompoop. It's when a girls' high school soccer team plays a local rival game, so it's not to be taken very lightly.
Anyways, here we are. So we're gonna have 4 different speeds. Let's take a look at each speed and a different pace out, and let's check the cadence of each particular run. Ridiculously slow. So one's 10 minutes per mile, one's 12 minutes per mile, one's quick. Let's take 160 for example, and then the optimum, which is around 180. Take that over a full marathon, which is thousands of steps.
Let's talk about that for a second. For example, let's say we have 2 runners. Both run 3-hour marathons. Runner 1 runs at 160 steps per minute. Runner 2 runs at 180. Runner 1 will take 3,600 fewer steps over the course of a marathon.
So what does that type of cadence look like? It's a very subtle difference, but there is a big difference. Wow, that actually hurt my hips and my knees just for doing it for 20 seconds. It's amazing what a difference 20 steps per minute makes. It makes all the difference. Many runners who plateau, all we do is take their cadence from 170 and bring up to 180.
Any other trade secrets you want to tell them?
And that makes all the difference, especially if you want to become more competitive in your sport or just have huge results and give yourself a huge pat on the back, because that's part of the success. So Victoria has something to say about cadence. What do you have to say about cadence? How important is cadence?
Cadence is important.
Why is cadence important?
But I'd say stride is way more important.
Weren't expecting her to say that, were ya?
So,
And running form.
what comes first, the chicken or the egg? Where does the gap lie between cadence and stride?
Where's the gap between cadence and stride?
Yeah, it's a hard question.
Cadence and stride. Speed. Speed is the gap.
Exactly. Stride length and cadence. So those two together equal speed.
Yes, and speed comes with the force. The more you apply the force, the faster you run.
Which is entirely true. For example, Usain Bolt during his record run produced 2,600 watts or 3.5 horsepower. Although that does increase the risk of injury, that's why cadence is usually the best first step to reduce the chance of injury. So the whole point is, regardless of the speed that you're running, you want to be able to hold 180 steps per minute. And that figure is only valid for endurance running. Sprinting is a whole nother animal because you can't sustain it for the distances we're talking about. It's going to be the secret to unlocking your true potential in order to eliminate injury. If you're dealing with a hip, knee, or ankle injury, you know it's probably because either you've had blunt trauma, which isn't considered an overuse injury, or you're overstriding day after day, week after week, month after month. Another reason might be because you're not taking enough recovery either. And then causing pain. So by increasing your cadence, you're going to reduce impact. You're going to land less far in front of your center of gravity. Because when you do reach too far out, essentially you're putting on the brakes and the energy gets dispersed through your ankle, hip, knee, and back. That's why increasing your cadence should be a priority. And that's going to help a lot. Ooh, look at that cadence. Let's talk about some other factors like posture. Are the shoulders down and back? Is your head up? Do you feel confident? Vertical oscillation. How much is your body going up and down? How do you carry your arms? Is there anything weird going on there? And any other excessive movement that you might have that might be slowing you down? Thank you so much for watching my video. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Please like and subscribe. If you want to learn more about how to get faster in your run, please visit my website in the link below. If you want to see another running video, please click here. If you want to see another video that might be tailored to you, click here. Till next time, later.